Well, hello everybody, Laguna here. We are going to try out a demo for Resident Evil Village. It just dropped on Thursday, and with the good help of our friend Beer, we're going to stomach this and we're going to power through it. Luckily, it is a playable demo. It is not a video. So anyway, there's been a lot of buzz recently about the vampiress in here. All I know is that she's 7 feet tall. We're just going to hop in and we're going to play this. Game is currently in development. Some functionality or aspects of the game may not be working as intended. Blah, blah, blah. Obviously, customer support's not available for an unreleased game, so that's just obvious. I am kind of curious to see how this is going to fare versus RE Engine. Resident Evil Engine, I'm assuming. Well, we definitely want English. Display language, English. Wheel subtitles on, and I use headphones, but let's just do surround sound. Okay, the pattern's already barely visible. It's like flashed white, and I don't know, on my laptop it actually, for some reason I can see the pattern clearer there than on the TV. Somewhere in the middle, at least. Just the pattern's available. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. Does till the picture on the left disappears. There it is. Cool. Data processing. We, Capcom, collect the following information. Oh, sorry. Following personal data on your gameplay in Maiden, subject to the consent of the customer, i.e. So identifying information, platform provider, game information, setting information. Cool. Play data. Purpose of use, contents purchase history by the customer. Okay. Obviously that would exclude card details, but contents purchase history by the customer, that's interesting. Your gameplay data will be sent and stored on the server in Japan, managed by Capcom and or the server in Japan and or USA of the cloud service providers, blah, blah, blah. Regardless of your country or residence. Oh, I gotta scroll to the bottom. You may withdraw your consent at any time in the options screen, but this will not affect lawfulness of processing data transmitted prior to withdrawal of your consent. Yeah, sure, why not? This data will be shared when the game saves. Cool. I will say that's kind of interesting. Cool, so Maiden. This better actually be like an actual playthrough. Escape the dungeon. Well, that's interesting. Cool, so we're already... I'm just going to dive in and I'm going to play the shoot out of this. What's crouch? There's a toilet, I'm assuming, which I have not used. Oop, R3 is crouch. So already I don't like that R3 is crouch. Circle is my normal... Oh, back and circle does a quick turn. But what's this? Scrap of paper. An old scrap of paper buried in the wall. I think someone left a message. Well, let's read it. To whomever is trying to escape this place, I hope this note will be of some assistance. You don't know me, but you will have to trust me if you want to survive. First, you need to get out of this cell. Look around for the way, get on your hands and knees if you must. Then search for the thing you'll need to escape. It'll be hidden where they least expect, soaked in blood. Okay. Once you get out of the dungeon, you should find yourself in a room. The door there won't lead to salvation. The light will lead you down the right path. You might hit a dead end, but do not give up. There should be a way to proceed hidden somewhere. Once you find the ladder, the only way is up. But watch out. Don't let them see you. I plan to make my escape tonight and pray that you too make it out alive. That's kind of cool. Well, get on your hands and knees if you must, right? But it says, don't let them see me. I don't know who they are. Ew. It's kind of gross. Is there no, like... Okay. I didn't expect that to actually happen. Alcohol. Our good friend alcohol. Medicines for keeping livestock alive. Interesting. Cool, so I can't actually read it, I'm assuming. Okay, stop it. Nope. Can't pick it up. I'm assuming that's supposed to be like a Virgin Mary type thing or a Jesus type thing. Usually that happens in a lot of horror games. They'll try and they'll make it like religious in some capacity. This is a labyrinth, isn't it? So the thing that I need to escape is covered in blood. This needs some kind of other item. Hooray! Help me, brother. Oh! Well, you obviously did not get helped. Your neck is at a crooked angle, too. I don't like how still she is. I mean, obviously she's dead. Okay, what keeps swinging? I don't like that it keeps swinging. Stop it. Need some kind of other item. Well, that looks like a interesting thing. Okay, well. This is going to be one of those games that scares the shit out of me. No. Cool, so something I need is covered in blood. Oh. Wait, were you just up against the... Ew. Could swear you were just up against the barrel. Did you move? Holy shit, no. Well, there's the covered in blood part, so that's nice. Oh, a lockpick. Nice. Swear to God, if anything else friggin' falls out of the ceiling at me, I'm not going to be a happy camper. Oh boy. I like the textures in this, though. This is really well done. Let's just go this way. That's the prison cell I was in. Don't do this to me. Yeah, because that's what everyone loves to hear. Now that is cool. Now none of that's going to defend me against whatever the hell is behind that door. But on the plus side, we've got a nice little escape plan going on here. Cool. Oh no. Oh boy. Let's examine the plate before I turn on music. This stinks so bad. You know what else stinks? Being trapped in a room that has a barrel with a hand that just friggin' flopped out at me as if it's a fresh piece of meat. Actually, come to think of it, probably is a fresh piece of meat. I'm afraid that if I danse macabre, huh. See, the thing I don't like about escape room games is there's so much that can catch you in the dark. And I know that's a weird thing to be, I guess not afraid of, but apprehensive about. It's like, I understand that at any moment something could jump out at me, and I'll have no friggin' idea where to go. Danse macabre. And that does nothing. And there's no other door. Ooh, actually. Swear to God, if something grabs my friggin' ankles as I'm climbing through, I'm not gonna be happy on that either. I see nothing there. Cool. Unless there's like a key or something that I'm missing. Or that. Excellent. So we're finding our way out of the escape room. We're getting into more, I guess, familiar territory is the best way to word it. We're getting to a outdoorsy. Is that a? No, it's just rotten fruit. June 9th, 1958. So we're past the 1950s at least, or at least past the 1940s. It was my first day working at the castle today. I was most shocked to see the masters of the house were all women. The mistress and her daughters were very adamant that they wouldn't bite. It was quite peculiar. It's been June 23rd, 1958. It's been 2 weeks since I started working at the castle, and I'm a little afraid. Another maid, Adela, made a mistake, and Miss Daniela slashed her face with a knife. And at night I can hear wailing as if ghosts roam the halls. I want to go home. July 8th, 1958. I don't know what to do. The young ladies were complaining it was too hot and stuffy during dinner, so I opened the window just a crack. Shut it now, they all shrieked at me in unison. I fear I may be taken down into the cellar and never to be seen of again. I don't know what to do. Wish I could keep said item, but okay. I swear to God, I am not good with horror games. It's something that I need to play more of. I can hear footsteps above. It feels like footsteps, at least. So obviously this is a vampire game. what's this cord? I'm assuming it wants me to... Well, I was assuming it wanted me to follow the cord until it ended. Can't get in the cupboards, apparently, so this is very... What does the necklace do? A necklace of animal bones used to ward away evil. Taken from me when I was thrown in that dungeon. Okay. So that's my... That might help out. Great. Doors closing automatically. Now, do I want to go in the door that's obviously meant to... Oh, okay. Cool. Forcing me down one hallway. That's good. Okay, I saw somebody walking. Is this whole game just like Escape the Vampire Coven? Because that's honestly what this feels like. It feels like Victor the Immortal's going to come out at any moment now, and Celine's going to fight against the Lycans, and... I will say, though, this wood texture is really nice. Like, really, like, this entire game is beautifully... Like, look at that chandelier. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the fact that all those flames on the chandelier are moving back and forth separate from each other. It's not like they're all moving in and out like on a scale. Like, individual flickers, you can kind of see them moving out of unison. So that's really, really well done. Nothing in there. Part of me is actually like talking myself through this is actually making me a little less scared, so that's actually really nice. I tend to be a little quieter in my playthroughs and just bottle everything up, and that is what usually gets me in the end. That's a creepy looking door. One eye is just an empty socket. So I guess I need to find an eyeball. Well, let's go down this one. She's pretty. Well, that's locked. A couple of statues. Okay. I think it's a nudie statue, but we'll just turn around quickly on that one before I get banned off of YouTube. I'm kidding, by the way. The music's getting a little intense. But there's nowhere else I can go up here, so I guess I have to go down the stairs. So screw it, let's just go down the stairs and we'll see what happens. Still light out. Nothing to get me terribly afraid. Except for random giggling. I guess the question now is, where do I... Can I just walk out the front door? No, I cannot. Well, that's interesting. I keep hearing sounds. I want to check this door first. Always check the closest door first. Okay, so apparently there's nothing really there. You always check the closest door first, because the game usually wants you to go to the farthest door. Because there's no point in taking the closest path to the exit. Like, you just know they're not gonna go... Like, that's not gonna fly. They want you to view every single thing that they've modeled, textured, and everything. So it's kind of cool. Nice and cold outside. Is there an eyeball on a plate that I can pick up and throw in that socket up in the... I could lockpick that. But do I really want to go outside? No eyeballs? Okay. Well, I guess we're going to lockpick this door. I don't have a lockpick. Apparently, the game took my lockpick away. Ooh. Maroon eye ring. Okay, so there's nothing else in there. An eye-shaped gem is loosely set in this ring. It looks like it'll come out with some effort. Maroon eye. Aw, yeah. We're getting somewhere now. I don't... No Made in China stickers? Well, that's not realistic. I'm kidding. More curious to know why there's a boot. Oh, this is my boot. Maybe this is an I Know What You Did Last Summer thing. You just know something's gonna jump out at me. I hate going to T-section hallways because you can only look one way down the hall when you, like, I like L's because if you go down an L-shaped hallway you can go like peek around the corner, but when you have a T-shaped hallway you can look around one or the other. Oh, it's a gamble. Cool, I unlocked that. What's in this book? The winemaking techniques of Castle Dimitrescu can be traced as far back as the 15th century, long before the current occupants of the castle. Alcina Dimitrescu uses this legendary yet peculiar technique to enrich the wine's flavor intensity and bestow it with a thick bouquet. Her best vintage is Sanguis Virginis, meaning Maiden's Blood. It is kept in a special ornate bottle, decorated with intricate silver flowers. In other words, she uses blood to thicken the wine. Courtyard key. Hell yeah. That's an automatic door close.
I'm watching you.
Oh, are you now? Well, if I know you're...
I won't last until dinner.
Hi. Am I supposed to be running from you right now? Because this is,
Good. The more scared you are, the thicker the blood.
Thanks, I think.
My throat, it's so dry.
Oh, great.
So we finally meet.
Can't tell if I'm supposed to be turned on or scared, actually. Not by the second one was obviously scary, but the first one with the sickle in her hand, she was actually kind of cute, honestly. Damn. That's actually not a bad demo. That's, like, that actually, nice. Jesus. And I like getting demos that are, like, an actual half hour in length, too. Like, none of this, like, Maximo, the Army of Zin, when that was on, like, those PS2 demo discs, that one gave you, like, 15 minutes or 10 minutes of playtime, and then it was just like, what can you do in a 10-minute timer? Nothing. Okay, I don't think it was actually 10 minutes. More like, that might have been 20, actually. I still have it at home. I can, like, back home. I'll find it next time I'm back home, and I'll see what I can find. But, there's a lot of credits on this, too. Like, this is not bad. There's actually no jump scares in that opening, surprisingly. I mean, I got a little bit jump scared. Kind of. Like, I knew that she was going to show up because she revealed her voice. If she didn't do that and she just kind of swapped? Whatever. It's fine. If she didn't, like, announce that she was watching me before swooping in, then I might have had a little bit of a jump scare. But that one just kind of announced itself. But it's a visual showcase, so I can forgive that for not being scary. If all horror games are like this, I should start playing horror games more, because this wasn't that bad. Once you jump in and you're just kind of, like, expecting a jump scare, not so bad. But honestly, this is a really cool demo. I know I've said this already a couple of times, that's cool. But key things that I want to point out on this, like the ambient sounds in this, like when you can hear footsteps above you, or you can see, like, the tail end of somebody running away, and you can hear their footsteps going down the hallway, like, things like that really add to the ambience of the game, and it's a whole lot better than just, here's a random jump scare, boogity boogity boo, which was basically like Doom 3 and Dead Space. Visually, it's very appealing. Like, they nailed all, like, the veneer on the wood, the blood on that stains the cups. They really nailed the graphics on this one to the point where it's actually believable, and it looks like it is a realistic texture. Because a lot of games will just be like, here's a bunch of white mugs, here's one that's just got this red bottom to it, but it's the same pattern on the side. It's a lot of, like, the low effort games. Or low team. Not saying, like, low effort, but sometimes you just need to fake it till you make it. I understand that too. But this one nailed, because, like, when I picked up the mug, the blood that was on the bottom of that mug, like, you can see all, like, the porcelain cracks in the blood too, which was really fascinating. Veneer on the wood, great. I don't know what that monster was in the basement that kept knocking on the wall. That really intrigues me. And for me, seeing a game like this where it's like, escape the room, and then they throw in, here's two vampires, one of them's really tall, and, you know, I don't understand why people are getting their panties in a twist about this big, busted vampiress. I don't get it. She's a girl with big boobs. I mean, the first one, yeah, she was cute. It's like the time I played Home Sweet Home, and I thought that the Thai schoolgirl was kind of cute, just with blood texture thrown on her. once I started thinking that way, that was fine. It's the same thing with this. Like, I don't... I was more scared by the second one having Freddy Krueger claws rather than the first one, who just had a sickle and just like swooped in a bunch of bats. Like, visually, it was great. Horror-wise, we'll see. Again, this is a visual showcase. This is not representative of the final product. However, seeing the sheer amount of detail they put into this, hell of a lot better than like the Final Fantasy VII remake. You walk into the bar, you play darts, looks great. Go to the staff-only room in the back, and you can't even make out the sign because the textures haven't loaded, or they're just a low texture map anyway. Things like that. When you compare that Final Fantasy VII remake texture thing, or Cyberpunk with textures not loading, compared to this where everything loaded perfectly, this one's got taken the cake in graphics. So it covered the sound, it covered the graphics, covered the mystery behind it. I don't know the full story, but there's enough to be like, okay, am I a maid? Or am I just a villager who was just captured? You get a little bit in terms of the timeline. I think it was 1958, the thing said. So you know roughly when this takes place. That's cool. I like that. Overall, this is looking like it's a pretty solid title, and I am gonna... This is on my pre-order list. I'm not saying you guys should get it, but I'm saying if I were you guys, I'd at least give it a shot. And who knows, it might not be in your budget. I know a lot of the newer games are going to have a heftier price tag. But so far, I can see myself spending at least 40 or 50 bucks on it. So. But I also need to get through all the other Resident Evil games and compare that up against the Resident Evil games. So, hey, I got some stuff to do. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this. As always, though, if you guys have any game recommendations, you know where to go. Kate, this one was actually specifically for you because you like macabre stuff. You like dark things. So this one was more so for you. But anyone else who's interested in taking a look at the demo, here it is. And until next time, as always, happy gaming out there, and Laguna Matata.